So you can start.
Okay, well, if you're not living under a rock, you know of an artist named Billie EIlish, and she is an incredible human being, and she just came out with a new music video called Xanny. And Xanny is, well, already an incredible song, and then she actually directed this music video herself. And so I think it really gives a different feel than the rest of her like music videos she's had in the past where she's had other people direct them for her. This is really coming from, I think, somewhere a lot deeper for her. And so I wanted to give you a psychologist's, well, almost psychologist, a psych degree analysis on Billie EIlish's music video. So on the opening page of this music video, as soon as it starts, you see Billie sitting on a bench that is white, in a white room with a white sweater and white pants, neutral long nails, and brown hair, which is not her style, not her MO at all. So she begins singing, and as she begins singing, well, everything just seems eerily calm. Not your usual like energy put into things, not the usual amount of emotion put into things, very restrained in a way, almost like when people are on something like Xanax. I'm not saying that she is under the influence of anything on this music video. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying I think she's putting on the illusion of like perfection. White is thought of as purity in a lot of cultures, and so I think that the white sweater is very indicative of what we're like looking at here. As the video moves on, a person comes out and burns the side of her face with a cigarette. And as someone who has had that happen at a concert to them accidentally, someone burned me with their cigarette on my arm, it really hurts. And so she stops singing, of course, and winces away from it in pain. And so she winces in pain and can't sing through it. And then as they finish burning her, I think the line that she says is, "I don't need a Xanny to feel better." Wiping dog paws because it's raining here in California for once. Oh, no, Sid, chill. No, not you today. Sorry. So right as the first cigarette burn is about to happen is where she says the line, "I'm in the second hand smoke, still just drinking canned Coke." And that's where she can't even speak because she's being burned on the cheek by someone with a lit cigarette. Word she speaks when she's able to speak again is, "I don't need a Xanny to feel better." She then does her traditional shoulder movement thing that she does in a lot of her music videos, reoccurring theme, that kind of like shaken shoulder down, breaking down kind of look. And then it continues to move on through the song. And what I think is really important to notice here is that we are watching her feel pain, and as it progresses through the video, we are watching how she gives us less and less of a reaction to the same pain she's feeling. And Billie's been very open in the past in interviews and things like that about having depression and anxiety, and I think that this is really showcasing how maybe like the first time a depressive episode hit, it was a bit more world-stopping. And then as they continued to come more and more, she kind of learned how to function semi through them, because she's not fully functional as people continue to burn her face with cigarettes, but she is able to continue singing through it, which is what she does for a living now because she is a very, very popular artist. And so as things go on in the song, there's parts where smoke is being blown at her. So as soon as she starts saying "waking up at sundown, they're late to every party, nobody's ever sorry," is where you can see clouds of smoke being blown at her. So although she's not being burned by the cigarettes like she was before, she's still inhaling the effect of secondhand smoke, which she does say in the song, not movie. She says in the song how she's breathing in secondhand smoke. And I'm sorry that my dog is having a freak out on the carpet right now. Harvey, Noodle, come here. Under. Thank you. Harvey. Anyway, so
dysfunction. Anyways,
so as she's having the smoke blown at her, she's still inhaling the effects of secondhand smoke, even though she's not smoking herself. The effects of secondhand smoke are just as bad as smoking firsthand. And I think the cigarettes in this clip is her depression. And it's sort of like, well, it comes in waves, whether it's like she feels a little bit better, but it's kind of bothering her, or she's completely taken off like her game with it. But I think the reason that she did it in a white sweater and a white room is that it's just so off her regular brand. She's into neon colors and she likes to play with structures of things. And this one, she almost looks like she could pass for a upper middle class housewife. And I think that's what she wanted to go for, though, is like, you never can look at the outside of someone and know what's happening on the inside, because anyone and everyone can be experiencing a type of mental illness, depression being probably one of the most common, along with anxiety. So I think what Billie is trying to say is, you have no idea what somebody else is going through. And that is a good thing to take away in general. You have no idea what someone else is going through. And so even though they may look perfectly fine on the outside, whatever their appearance is, they could be knee or waist deep in something that they don't know how to handle. And kindness is free. Just be nice to each other and offer support to your friends if you know that they are struggling, because a lot of things that she talks about are really heavy topics. A lot of people have said that like her music has been really beneficial to them to be able to express the feelings that they're having. And I think it's really important that people continue to express these feelings, because there shouldn't be a stigma around needing help for any reason. But there is for some reason with mental health. And so I think that the more that people are exposed to things like Billie's music, that the more that people will feel comfortable saying, you know what, I have depression too, or something along those lines, whatever they may be suffering from. I think that her music videos are underrated so far, but now with her directing them, I think they're going to go in a completely different direction. I'm especially curious with a new song she just came out with, how she's going to make that music video, because that one is very clearly about her depression and about trigger warning, suicidal thoughts. So I think that depending on how she spins that video, it could be really, really beneficial to show other people that they are not alone and that things get better. Because she said in these interviews, the music she writes and produces and takes all this time to make and then puts out on an album is a representation of last year, not of what's happening right now. And so like she's been saying in current interviews, she feels great. She's never felt better in her whole life. And that's usually how it is. There's these ups and downs, and she's been down for so long. And I think maybe she hit her rock bottom, so to say, with that song that she's just wrote and come out with. And now she's hopefully on and up and up. And I can't wait to see how her music reflects that. Moral of the story is, check on your friends, check on yourself. Reach out to any of the crisis lines that I'm going to add in the description below if you need any help yourself. There is no shame in asking for help, ever. Please. I hope that was informative a little bit about maybe why she did some of these things, why it wasn't her usual style. I also hope that it makes someone feel less alone to maybe have been stuck on this song and not sure why. But I hope you guys have a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed that miniature analysis.
Peter.
Heidi, come here. Come here, baby. Thank you. Thank you.
Say bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah.